Breaking into global markets can be a challenge, and while we often hear about tariffs, there's another kind of barrier exporters need to watch for: non-tariff barriers. These are the hidden roadblocks, like regulatory hurdles and restrictive standards, that can make it hard for U.S. goods to compete internationally. I'm Kari Crane, editor of Shipping Solutions' international trade blog Passages. Before I explain the non-tariff barriers you need to watch for and how to overcome them, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our Basics of Exporting videos. Non-tariff barriers are measures that countries use to protect their domestic industries from foreign competition. They don't involve tariffs, but instead take the form of things like complex licensing rules, technical standards, or simply policies that make it harder to get your goods through customs. These barriers can limit how much you can export or add hidden costs to your products, making them less competitive. Here are some common non-tariff barriers you might encounter. Import policies, including extra licenses, market access barriers, import charges beyond tariffs, and restrictions on quantity. Technical barriers, like unnecessary standards, labeling, or technical regulations. Sanitary measures, including overly restrictive food and safety rules that may not be scientifically backed. Government procurement policies, binational policies that block foreign companies. Digital trade barriers that restrict data flow or digital services, limiting online transactions. Investment barriers that limit foreign ownership, bribery, and corruption. In addition to these, two of the biggest challenges exporters often face are intellectual property barriers and strategic, regulatory, and standards issues. Intellectual property, or IP, is crucial. If your IP isn't properly protected, it can be easily stolen. And unfortunately, IP piracy is common in some parts of the world. Avoiding trade in these regions might not always be the answer. Having a proactive IP strategy is your best defense. Then we have regulatory barriers, standards and rules that are time-consuming or confusing. Some countries have approval processes that can take months or even years, which discourages foreign companies from entering the market. These regulations often require layers of documents and repetitive clearances, costing you time and money. So how do you tackle these barriers? A valuable resource is the U.S. International Trade Administration, or ITA. They offer services to help U.S. exporters, especially small businesses, break through these non-tariff barriers. Here's how you can get help from the ITA. First, find your local Export Assistance Center. Once you know the closest location, reach out by phone or email. ITA experts are there to answer your questions. Finally, if you prefer, you can report your trade barrier directly on the ITA website. Once you've connected, the ITA team can work with foreign governments, sometimes even escalating the issue to push for fairer trade practices. It's like having an ally on the global trade arena. To learn about other non-tariff barriers and for all of the links you need to contact the ITA and register a problem online, look for a link below to our more in-depth article on this topic. And before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more practical real-world advice for exporters like you. For even more resources, check out the hundreds of articles on exporting and compliance available at shippingsolutions.com/blog, linked below.